St. Mary Magdalene Catholic School helps us get ready to be a grown-up. Our teachers and our families help us to grow spiritually, academically, and socially, so we could be a one-of-a-kind child of God.
Awesome.
We moved here from Baltimore. My family was, my dad was transferred from Baltimore. We worked for, at that time it was the Martin Company. And we were members of St. Margaret Mary until the parish here at St. Mary Magdalene was founded. I was in the 3rd grade. And then each year they added a grade. So basically the class that I was in was a nomad class for the next 3 or 4 years, because as they kept adding, I think the 4th grade I was in the old church, which was the Seminole Club, and in the 5th grade it was actually in the back of the church. The 6th grade they had buildings across, they had a house across the street on Roy Boulevard that housed the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders until the 2-story building was finished, which was about halfway through the year. And that was where I finished up 8th grade, and that's about the time the Sisters of Notre Dame came in. It was important to keep God in your life as you went through school. Ever since I went here and went on to Bishop Moore, I get asked all the time what that attraction was, but it's just a feeling that you need those things in your life. The high school years, the middle school and high school years, especially in today's day and age, but even when I was growing up, were so important in the development of your relationship with God. I think that foundation that was established and all the things that my parents instilled in me is what carried it through that what I wanted to do with our children.
We had this wonderful nun named Sister Maria, and she never smiled that I can remember, but she was meticulous in her tutelage of mathematics, and I actually happen to like math, so I enjoyed her class, but she was as old school of a nun as I've ever met, and it's a lost art. The facilities, this is kind of a very unique and very cool campus, because as many changes as there have been and upgrades to the gym, the cafeteria, some of the safety that really wasn't a part of St. Mary Magdalene back when I went here, just because the world was different. But it's always been able to maintain and keep some of the things that made St. Mary Magdalene special. You know, it's funny to think about the way Michael's experience is going compared to mine. Obviously, I don't remember what I was like as a kindergartner. My parents can, I'm sure, attest to that, but the excitement that he has to come to school every day, and maybe we're just different kids, which I'm sure we are, but he absolutely loves the teachers. He loves the students, and couldn't be happier than to be at St. Mary Magdalene. We jokingly call him the mayor, because he says hi to everybody, he knows everybody's name, and he's really taken a huge liking, a loving to St. Mary Magdalene. It's more or less a family tradition, if you will. They started in the opening years of St. Mary Magdalene, and my grandparents instilled the value of a Catholic education, and ultimately that was carried on to my parents, who made the sacrifices to send myself and my 3 siblings here, and then we're going to do the same thing, and it's been a great ride so far, and a great year of kindergarten.
My name is Michael Malatesta. I'm in kindergarten at St. Mary Magdalene Catholic School. My dad and my grandpa both went to school here. What I love about St. Mary Magdalene is the teachers, and that you learn about God, and you get to learn about all different stories in the Bible. I love going to school at St. Mary Magdalene.
You only need a spark to start a whole blaze. It only takes a little faith. Let it start right here in this city. So these old walls will never be the same. Over and over again, I hear your voice in my head. They need to know I need to go. Spirit, won't you fall on my heart now? Start a fire in my soul. Fan the flame and make it grow. So there's no doubt or denying. Let it burn so brightly that everyone around can see that it's you that we need. Start a fire in me. You are the fire, you are the flame, you are the light on the darkest day. We have the hope, we bear your name, we carry the news that you have come to save. Only you can save. Start a fire in my soul, fan the flame and make it grow. So there's no doubt or denying. Let it burn so brightly that everyone around can see that it's you that we need. Start a fire in me. Start a fire in me.
In comparison, I get asked all the time about the comparison of what the value and the cost of Catholic education is. And I think, again, it goes back to something that was instilled in me by my parents, that there is a value to anything that you do in life, but the value of the Catholic education and the things that are going to be beneficial to your children later on in life. I was taught to look at it more of as an investment rather in their future rather than an expense. I mean, obviously it is an expense in real time. Activities and fundraisers like this auction and like all the other things that the school does to help enhance the opportunity and open up doors for families that need assistance and for those that want their children to have a Catholic education. The auctions and activities that are available are very important so that the school has the funds available to help those people that, or help those families that may need just a little extra to help them make it worthwhile for them. I think any family that wants a Catholic education should be given the opportunity to get that education, either through their own means and by the help of the parish and the school that can provide those opportunities for them. And that's why it's very important to participate in these things. It's very important for the parish to participate in these things, and we here at St. Mary Magdalene have always done that.
We couldn't be happier than to be here tonight and sharing all of these great memories and great times with everybody in the community. Without everybody here, we wouldn't be able to do this, but I'd like for everybody to remember that not everybody that wants a Catholic education can necessarily afford it, and that is why you're here tonight, and that's why you're bidding on these different items, and hopefully you remember that when my wife tries to outbid you after she's had too many green beers, and bid up.
Go Mustangs!